Hello everyone, my name is Mr. M. Today we are going to learn how to simplify algebraic expressions by applying the laws of exponents. Go ahead and complete the intro activity. Make sure you pause your video while you're doing it. Come back once you're done. Welcome back. We are going to answer this question as we go along with the lesson. Alright? Let's go to the parts of an algebraic expression. If we have 3x squared, this 3 is called numerical coefficient. X is the literal coefficient or the variable. And this small number here, that's the exponent. Now let's do a quick check. It says identify the base on each expression. So notice that the 2 here are the exponents, right? And every time we have an exponent, there must be a base. So what's the base here? 3 to the second power. Obviously, it's 3. How about in this case? Is it 3x? Nope, it's just x. What makes this different from the second one? You see the parentheses? That makes the 3x as the base. Clear? Now let's go to the first key concept, the product of powers. So a to the m times a to the n equals a to the m plus n. What does it mean? It says to multiply expressions of same base. Take a look. A here is the base and another base here, and they are exactly the same, right? What do? We keep the base right here and add their exponents, m plus n. So you just simply add them up. Let's have some examples right here. So it says find the product of 2 to the third times 2 to the fourth. And since we have the same base, right? We keep the same base and we add the exponent. So what is the result? It's 2 to the 7th power. 3 plus 4 is 7. Now you can simplify this further, and that is 128. That's because it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 7 times. This is the common error, guys. We're not multiplying 2 and 7. We're multiplying 2 by itself 7 times, and that is 128. Now, notice that this problem is given in the intro activity. So, do we agree with John that it's 4 to the 12th power? Definitely not. But where did he get this 4 from? I guess what he did is he multiplied 2 and 2 to get 4. How about the 12? He also multiplied 3 and 4. Right? Which is wrong. Okay. Now let's have the second example. X to the 4th times x to the 7th. Again, same base. Keep the same base and add their exponent. That's x to the 11th power. Now it's your turn to practice. Be sure to pause our video while you're doing these problems. Come back once you're done so that you can check your answers. Alright, let's go over with this. So 3 to the 2nd times 3 to the 4th is 3 to the power of 2 plus 4, which is 3 to the 6th. How about this? X to the 5th, y to the 4th times x to the 1st power, y to the 3rd power. The answer is, notice that I kept the same base x, and then I added their exponents, which is 5 plus 1, right? With the y's, y to the 4th, y to the 3rd, that's y to the 4 plus 3, which gives us x to the 6th, y to the 7th. Let's go over with the third, and this is very interesting. So, take a look at the first work. So let's move backward. Where did I get this 4 plus 5 from? So you're adding 4 and 5 because we have same base, right? Base A. Now where did I get this negative 6 from? You just simply multiply the numerical coefficient negative 3 and positive 2. That gives you negative 6. So therefore our final answer is negative 6, a to the 9 power, because you add this up. Right? Now going back to the key concept that we learned, to multiply expressions of same base, you keep the base and add their exponent. But on the third example, we also need to multiply the numerical coefficients. Clear? Let's go over with the second key concept, power of a power. So we have a to the m power raised to the power of n. Now what happened? It's a, we kept the same base, right? And we multiply their exponents. Alright, the power times the power. Alright, it says here, multiply the exponents. Now let's have an example. It says simplify 2 to the third raised to the power of 4. The answer is 2 to the third times 4. So we're multiplying these exponents. That gives us 2 to the 12. Right? Let's have the second one. X to the second raised to the power of 3 times x to the 7 raised to the second power. So again, it's a power to power. So we just simply multiply the exponents. So x to the 6th power, and this is 14. Let's take a look at the work. So x to the 6, x to the 14. Now, do we multiply 6 and 14? No, it's not power to power, but a product of powers, right? So, we keep the same base, and then this time we are going to add their exponents from what we learned in the first key concept. That gives us x to the 20th power. Now let's have the last example. So x to the second raised to the power of 3, y to the 7 raised to the power of 2. Again, this is power to power, power to power. That's x to the 6, y to the 14. Now, do we need to combine these two or add their exponents? Nope, because they have different bases. So we just keep them as is without the parentheses. Now it's your turn again to practice. Pause your video, come back once you're done. Welcome back. Take a look at the answers. I hope you get them right. Now let's go over with the third key concept, the power of a product. So now we're given a, b inside the parentheses raised to the power of m equals a to the m, b to the m. What happened here? It says to simplify a power of a product, keep the bases and distribute the exponents to each base. As you well know, the exponent of a here is 1 and b here is 1. So the rule here is we keep the bases, a, b, and then distribute the exponents to each base. So m times 1, that's m, and then m times 1, that's m also. That's how you operate the power of a product. Let's take a look at the examples. So it says simplify each. So the exponent of x here is 1, y is 1, z is 1. So we just simply distribute the exponents, and that gives us x to the 5th, y to the 5th, z to the 5th power. Same thing here, 3 times 2 for the h, 3 times 4 for the k. Now we have h to the power of 6, right? K to the power of 12. Now this one is interesting. So remember, the exponent of this 3 is 1, so we distribute that. So it becomes 3 to the 2nd power, right? Inside the parentheses. Why did I put that inside the parentheses? Because we are going to simplify it further. Now this one is x to the 4th times 2, which is 8, right? Now how did I get this 9? 9 is 3 squared. 3 times 3, That's 9. Now it's your turn to practice again. Pause our video, come back once you're done. Welcome back. So the answer to the first two questions are those, right? But I want to go over with number 3. So it says x to the third raised to the power of 2, which is x to the 6th power, right? Now, again, you distribute this 4 to that, that's 3 to the 4th power, to that, that's x to the first times 4, that's to the 4th power, and then 2 times 4, that's 8. Are we finished? Nope. So we need to simplify this. That's 3 to the 4th is 81. Now, notice that this has the same base as x to the 4th. So what do we do? This is not power to power. Again, this is product of power. So we keep the same base and then we add the exponent, right? And then we keep y to the 8th power. So finally we have 81, bring that down, x to the 10th power, y to the 8th power. Thank you for watching and learning with me. Be sure to click the links below inside the description box for additional resources so that you can practice and learn more. Please take care of yourself and each other.